I'm here in San Marcos, Texas at Purgatory Creek Natural Area. I'm on the Dante Trail, which is about a 8-mile trail up and down from south to north and back again. Today I'm wearing the Adidas TERREX hiking shoes. So far they've been some of my favorite shoes I've worn this year and actually ever. I wore them out to Big Bend Ranch State Park. Didn't do a whole lot of hiking here, but I've been wearing them on short trails ever since that trip. Today, this is kind of a full experience with this shoe. This trail that I'm on today is typical of your hill country trails, very rocky terrain, a lot of tree roots sticking out of the ground, so a great place to test gear. This is where I usually do all of my accessories and apparel reviews, just because I know that this trail is going to really put some of this gear to the test. But so far, I'm hitting tree stumps and rocks with no problem. I'm not really feeling a heavy shock in my feet, and my heels are really comfortable with the foam that they use that I'll talk about a little bit more in this video. In elementary school, I was in the Cub Scouts, and at the time, we couldn't really afford to have a pair of shoes for school and a pair of shoes for the outdoors. So I had one pair of shoes that I wore for everything. And at that time, it was about 4th grade, I had a pair of Adidas shoes that were called Phantoms. Pretty neat. I loved them. But that's what I wore when I went out with the Cub Scouts to go to our camps. And I thought they were the greatest shoes ever. It was kind of before I learned about Run DMC and the whole Adidas kind of background, but I just thought they were really cool shoes. I thought the name Phantom was cool. Moving forward, about 25 years later, I started hiking regularly as an adult, and I picked up my first pair of trail runners, and I went to Rack Room Shoes here in town, picked up what I thought would be a good pair of trail runners from Adidas, and I hated them. They were so bad, they were so uncomfortable, and I only wore them a few times before I hung them up. And I never thought I'd wear another pair of Adidas again, actually. But in 2023, Adidas reached out to me to see if I'd be interested in their blogger program, and I accepted. So just full disclosure, I am part of the Adidas blogger program. I do get compensated by them, but it's just monetary, so they don't actually know what I'm going to use with that money, so they don't have any insight into what I'm about to say, so all of the reviews are my own. And with that compensation, I opted to jump back into the Adidas Trail Runner game to talk to you about the pair of shoes that I'm holding right here. It's the Adidas Free Hiker 2. It's part of their TERREX line, so let's learn all about them. The TERREX Free Hiker 2s are built to withstand the toughest challenges nature throws your way. They also come in a Gore-Tex version, but I'm sharing details about the non-Gore-Tex version. These shoes feature a reinforced toe cap that protects your feet from rocks and roots, ensuring durability and longevity. They also feature an abrasion-resistant mesh upper and external heel clip. While I really appreciate my hiking shoes with toe caps, that upper mesh is really thin. On a recent hike, I had part of a large rock hit the top, and that stung. Even though these shoes are technically trail runners in theory, they have some features that make them feel like a hiking boot. The prime knit collar at the top of the ankle gives additional support around the ankle and has a snug sock-like fit. When you add that to the EVA stabilization frame and boost midsole, you're getting some really good comfort and stability when you're hiking on uneven terrain. More on the boost cushioning in a second. The Continental rubber outsole provides exceptional grip on both wet and dry surfaces, offering stability and confidence on any terrain. One of my biggest complaints with the new Merrell Moabs is how slippery they feel on wet, but definitely on dry surfaces. The boost cushioning technology in the midsole offers responsive and adaptive support, reducing impact and providing energy return for a comfortable hiking experience. Now that you know about their incredible features, let's talk about some of the benefits of wearing Adidas TERREX Free Hiker 2s. Whether you're tackling steep inclines, muddy trails, or rocky terrains, these shoes are designed to handle it all. The versatility of the TERREX Free Hikers makes them perfect for any outdoor adventure. The boost cushioning and supportive design ensure maximum comfort throughout your hike. Say goodbye to sore feet and hello to all-day enjoyment on the trail. That being said, it's really important that you're wearing the proper socks. Unfortunately, I also picked up some of the TERREX hiking socks to go with these shoes, and they're not very comfortable at all. Once I got moving, I started to feel that friction inside the sock, and it made for an unpleasant hiking experience. I'm still a huge fan of farm to feed socks, but any merino wool blend is going to be perfect and really make these shoes a lot more comfortable than they already are. And according to Adidas, this shoe is also made with a high-performance yarn which contains at least 50% Parley Ocean plastic, reusing plastic waste into yarns and taking plastic off of remote islands and beaches. The remaining 50% is using recycled polyester. Furthers Adidas' commitment to renewable textile sources. And there you have it, folks. That's some of the features and benefits from the Adidas TERREX Free Hiker 2. I've been really happy with these hiking shoes lately. I've put about 100 miles on them so far, but as you saw at the beginning of this video, I did try them out in my favorite trail in the hill country, and that's a great place to test them out because there's a lot of rocks and just tree stumps and roots sticking out from every direction, so you're really going to get a good idea, or I'm really going to get a good idea of how shoes are going to hold up, because in most places you're dealing with pretty flat terrain. That being said, I did wear these at Big Bend Ranch State Park right out of the box, and because of the foam soles, I really liked them. More importantly, the foam doesn't extend past the shoe, whereas in some other Nike trail runners that I've talked about before, I stopped wearing those because of the foam being wider than my foot, so when I stepped down, I couldn't actually feel my foot, and I sprained my ankle a couple times. So with the Adidas TERREX Free Hikers, the foam really doesn't stick out past your footbed, so you have a good, safe, and secure step when you're coming down from rock ledges. That was a huge benefit to me. And then just some of the other details that I didn't really talk about so much, but you know, the covering on the shoelaces and some good kind of abrasion points is really important detail just to keep your shoelaces lasting a little bit longer. But again, that little sock portion up here makes the stability much better than a traditional hiking shoe. And at first glance, they were a little kind of clunky and funny looking, but once I got them on and started to wear them around on kind of more intense trails, I really appreciated that sock that comes with these shoes. So don't forget to check out the link in the description to learn more about the Adidas TERREX Free Hikers. I have a full post of them on the Texas Trailhead website. If you found this information enjoyable, if you learned something from it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not already, subscribe to this channel. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. So thanks for watching and enjoy.